Hey friends, it's Mr. Lewis. I wanted to do a quick lesson about how to draw bubble and block letters so that you can use these techniques when you're doing your name on your sketchbook. First, we're going to start with block letters. If you know how to draw any letter of the alphabet, uppercase or lowercase, you can transform that letter into a block or bubble letter if you use these techniques. Are you ready? We're going to start with the first letter in my last name, Lewis, L. It's a really easy letter. It looks just like this, capitalized, right? And lowercase. Pretty simple. But in order to turn this line into a shape like a block letter or a bubble letter, we're going to first draw a fence around it for a block letter. So I start with the uppercase L, and I'm going to start away from the letter, and I'm going to draw a fence and trap that letter inside the fence. Ready? Start going down, across the bottom, up. Notice that I haven't touched the original letter first. Up, and then we're going to close the fence off and trap that letter L. Now it's trapped inside the fence, and now we need to erase the original letter L, the line that we started with. So take your eraser, swipe once and swipe twice, and you've got a block letter L. Now for a bubble letter, instead of building a fence, we're going to actually blow a bubble around it like a balloon. So I'm going to start with the lowercase letter L. And instead of going straight down and across with an angle, I'm going to go curve and around the bottom and around the top. So I'm keeping those lines curvy instead of sharp and angular, like this. And then what do? I erase the original line. Excellent. Now I'll do a harder letter real quick, like R's and P's and D's and A's and E's, these letters that have an inside area. That can be kind of tricky. So let's see here. I will do a capital letter P and a lowercase letter E for PE, another specials. Erase. And remember, we're going to start with the original letter, okay? So I'm going to just draw a regular uppercase P. Looks pretty good, huh? Now I'm going to also do a lowercase e over here. So I'm going to do a block letter P and a bubble letter E. But notice that both of them have an inside to them, this empty space inside, okay? Here's my lowercase e, PE. It's another specials. I love it. I love PE. What we're going to do is block letter P, ready? We're going to draw that fence. We're going to start away from the original line. We're not going to draw close to it or on it. We're going to come across with a corner, up with a corner, and we're going to make a big curved line around that upper part of the P. Now we've got the fence trapping the P, but then there's this extra space inside, and if we don't build a fence in there, then when we erase the original line letter P, it'll look kind of funky. So let's build the fence inside. It's going to look like a small capital letter D, just like that. Notice that that is also not touching the original line. Now what do we do when we're done trapping it in the fence or blowing a bubble around it? We erase. Whoa. And we got that block letter P. Pretty cool, huh? So we're going to do a bubble letter E this time. Instead of a straight, simple little line letter L, we're going to blow a bubble around the whole thing, all the way around the outside. The bubble is not going to touch the original E. And it's going to be curvy, and then close that bubble off. So that E's trapped inside the bubble now, right? But then we got this little space in here, kind of like we had the little space inside the uppercase letter P. We're going to blow a small little bubble inside that too, like whoosh, and we're done. Oh wait, we're not done. All right, what did I forget to do? Erase, that's right. You got to erase the original letter E. Once you've erased, what do you have? A block letter P and a bubble letter E. That's it for now. See you next time.